guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to today's weekly check-in. So today I'm going to be checking in for the second week of November, and I can tell you guys already that we have had a lot more transactions from last time. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to be checking in for our groceries, eating out, household, gas for our cars, and then anything that may be unbudgeted. I do track these categories because these are variable expenses, and we just like to keep an eye on them, make sure that we're not, going too overboard, making sure that we can put together a plan to try and stick to our budget as much as possible. So that's kind of why we do the weekly check-in. I'm going to flip over to our monthly view. This is actually where I track all of our variable expenses. So let's go ahead and get into it. The last time we checked in, it looked like it was right around like the 1st or 2nd. So we have all the transactions from the 4th on to record. And I'm going to start with the groceries. So Jason did a little Costco haul that was $18.37. I will split out our receipts. So like you can see here, Jason went to Costco, but he picked up groceries and household items. So I split those out because we track those separately. So it was more than, $18, but I split it out depending on what it was. So $18.37, and then we went to Target and spent $28.62. That was mostly coffee. I've been talking about this a couple times on my channel, but Starbucks actually has their blonde espresso in the Nespresso coffee brand. So I picked some up earlier, I think it was last month, and then I picked up 2 more boxes at Target along with bananas and things like that for the weekend. So that definitely may increase or make our budget a little bit more expensive because we haven't bought coffee in a long time, and it's not something that's super normal for us. This Target coffee order should last us probably 2 weeks or so, but it is something that when we created the budget, I really didn't account for. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out for this month. And then Jason went grocery shopping, our normal grocery shopping where we meal plan for the week. At Aldi, he spent $131.56, and then at Jewel, he spent $35.89. So that's a total of $214.44. So again, a lot more than what we normally budget. For the week, we normally have $150 per week. So again, this is significantly more. I think a huge part of that has to do with the coffee. That's $20 extra that we normally don't have to spend. That is money that now I'm not spending at Starbucks, which was normally my allowance. So again, just kind of a trade-off. And then at Costco, he picked up water bottles and things like that, stuff that will last quite a while. And then at Aldi, we got a ton of fruit. So the last couple of weekends, we've ran out of fruit and produce and things like that towards Friday. So I think now we'll be set for the weekend, which will mean hopefully that we're eating out a little bit less, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting. This is definitely a journey, I would say, trying to budget for a family of 4 and trying to keep it at a decent level. I feel like $150 is not too bad per week, but when you're eating healthy and you're buying chicken and vegetables and fruit and nuts and things like that, I feel like it just really adds up. So last time we checked in, we had $579.32 remaining. So now we currently have $364.88 remaining. And I like to divide that by the number of weeks we have left. So we have 1, 2, 3 left, which means that we have roughly $121 per week. So not too bad. Again, our normal is about $150, so that's about $30 less per week going forward. But I think, now keeping in mind that we had a larger grocery haul and the fact that we picked up things that we don't normally have to pick up every single week, I think we'll be able to make adjustments so that it's not as expensive going forward. But definitely something, again, if you did not track your expenses, you would have no idea that you spent more than what you budgeted. You would think, oh yeah, I spent, $20 here, $20 there. There's no way it's $150. I'm telling you, it adds up. And then for eating out, we actually had some more expensive eating out trips. So Jason picked up pizza, deep dish from Giordano's for me and my brother and Mila. We all ate at my office. We like to do that on Fridays. So that was $39.43. If you guys are around Chicago, you know that deep dish is not super cheap. Like, I feel like you can get cheap thin crust pizza, but deep dish, not so much. And then we got a side salad too. So it just added up, $39.43. And then Macy's been wanting to go to Red Robin. We used to go to Red Robin all the time when she was little. They have, like, you know, they have the burgers and bottomless salad, bottomless fries. They also, with the kids' meals, they have bottomless mac and cheese and fries too. And the girls always split one because honestly, you never know with kids if they're going to eat, like, full out eat a meal or not. So anyway, that was $47.64 with a generous tip. So definitely, I can tell you right now, starting off very expensive for the weekend. And then we had some small, like, eating out transactions. So we had Popeyes, that was $18.26. And then Taco Bell, $16.14. And then Subway of $19.41. Again, I feel like we were pretty unprepared for the weekend. Not unprepared, but just we didn't have very much food in the house as of the weekend. Like, we tend to run out, I would say, towards like Friday. And something that I think we knew this going into the month, but Jason's parents were actually out of town, which meant that we didn't have Friday night dinner with them, which is something that we normally do. So again, that Red Robin wouldn't have even happened if it wasn't for the fact that they were out of town. So again, just lots of things, but right now we're still in good shape. Just something that we have to kind of keep in mind going forward. So we do have 1, 2, 3 weeks remaining. So if we divide that by 3, we have about $53 remaining per week. So again, not too bad. I think what we might have to do is just cut back on what we have on Friday for lunch, because I feel like that really, like, the last couple of weeks has been quite a bit of money. And if we want to be able to eat out, like, during the weekend, I feel like we're gonna have to cut back a little bit on that Friday lunch. So we'll kind of see, but that's kind of my thought on that. For household, we did have a few transactions. So Costco was $37.92. I think that was toilet paper. I honestly don't remember what else. Toilet paper and some other things. Oh, I think Jason got some like emergency flashlights for our house because we haven't had flashlights, and you know, once in a while there's a bad storm and if the power goes out, we really didn't have anything like besides candles. So we wanted to get flashlights. That was $37.92. And then at Target, I think I got more mouthwash and maybe something else. That was $7.99. So that's it for household. So we spent $45.91. Last time we checked in, we had $144.82, which means that we have $98.91 remaining. Besides, like, fabric softener, I think that's really the only thing that we're going to need. I think we're good on, like, pretty much everything else. So we should have a decent amount of that left at the end of the month. And then in terms of gas for our cars, Jason did fill up his RAV4. That was $37.26. And then he filled up his motorcycle and did some, like, winterizing type of stuff on Monday. So that was $10.26. So that brings us to a total of $47.52. And last time we checked in, we had $150 remaining. So we currently have $102.48. And then for unbudgeted, we spent nothing. So that's great. So yeah, I would say the main things are just kind of keeping an eye on groceries and eating out. I feel like that's going to be like the main struggle this month, just because, again, we have already spent quite a bit. And then for our sinking funds, I'm not sure exactly what I might have recorded some of this already with you guys, but we did have some medical expenses for Macy's accident. So the first one was $85.22. Another one was $394.37. I picked up a sweatshirt that was $69.55. Jason picked up diapers when he went to Costco. That was $42.99. And then we finally took my Prius in for maintenance. It had to get like an oil change, and then it needed a fuel system cleaning or something like that, and that was $266.30. So it's nice that we have this sinking fund for our car maintenance, because I'm telling you guys, my car is, I think, a 2013, and it seems like now every time that we bring it in, there's always something that needs to be done. My car is less than 100,000 miles, so I think around that 100,000 miles is when we'll have a lot more maintenance to do. My brother is a mechanic. He went to school for all of that, so he keeps saying, yeah, when you hit that 100,000, you're gonna need all these things done. So anyway, it's nice to know that, like, even though it stinks to have, you know, a big chunk of money come out, at least we already have it saved. In my mind, sinking funds aren't really savings. I think of the money as completely gone as soon as I budget it, because in reality, like, these are things that we're going to have to pay out at some point. So I'm not, like, I am saving for them, but the money is going to go out. For me, savings is kind of like money that you keep for a longer period of time, whereas a lot of the stuff, like, within a year, it's gone. So anyway, that is our weekly check-in for the second week of November. Let me know how you guys are doing this month. I think for us, again, just keeping an eye on those couple of transactions or those couple of categories. But besides that, we're doing pretty good. I've been really good about tracking our transactions, like, more timely. I feel like that makes the whole process less stressful. So yeah, anyway, let me know how you guys are doing, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around, but there's something about